That is our mystery secret sound. 6762 3544. That's the number to call right now. 6762 3544. It's nothing to do with dragging a knife, a blunt knife, through a knife sharpener. Nothing to do with an old filing cabinet. Nothing to do with ripping up a box of a soft drink and a can falling out. That was one of the guesses we heard yesterday. And also got nothing to do with cleaning a chimney. So some interesting, creative guesses. But no one's been right. No one's been even close so far with this one. What do you think that sound is? Bit of a tricky one. All right, well, we will go back to the drawing board with this tough one. Bit of a tough one to crack this time round. But don't be afraid to pick up the phone. Give me a call tomorrow. The secret sound will return 8:10 here on The Breakfast Show. Tomorrow with $230 cash up for grabs if you can tell me what this sound is.
Stream us anywhere now at tmfm955.com.au.
On The Breakfast Show, Tamworth's own TMFM 95.5. Coming up still after 8:30, looking forward to meeting one of the stars of Tamworth, another one of the dancing stars in 2026. Kirsty Rust will join us on the show to tell us how she got involved with the stars of Tamworth, how the journey's been going so far, how the choreography is going, whether she's, up with all the steps that she needs to know. The choreography designed and created by Miss Kelly and the team from Tamworth City Dance Academy. We'll also find out from Kirsty if she's got any other fundraising events coming up, obviously for her fundraising campaign as part of the Stars of Tamworth, and how much she's looking forward to the big Dance for Cancer happening on the 12th of September at Trek. That's on the way this Wednesday morning here on the TMFM Breakfast Show.
Fuel Watch, the latest fuel prices, so you know exactly when to fill up.
Tamworth's average price for unleaded is $1.94 per litre. The cheapest unleaded is $1.75.5 at Mobile South Tamworth, and the average for diesel is $2.35.7. It's time to complete your census. Complete online, by paper, or with help from census staff. In the census, every answer matters. Authorised by the Australian Bureau of Statistics, Canberra.
Fuel Watch, you're up to date on when to save at the pump.
Where can I get scissor lifts?
Coastal Hire!
Got it.
Boom lifts?
Coastal Hire!
Got it.
Earth moving machines?
Coastal Hire!
Got it. Best equipment, brilliant service, Coastal Hire.
Greg Dowker here, inviting you to come and experience world-class wineries, great restaurants, local markets and stunning country scenery. There's so much to see and do in Mudgee. Stay in comfort at my Winning Post Motoring, enjoy boutique luxury accommodation at the Horatio and experience our award-winning wines at my Charnwood Estate Winery. So don't just visit Mudgee, stay a little longer. Experience friendliness and service and book your escape today. winningpostmotoring.com.au.
It's that time of the week, time for great specials, and there is no better place to find them but at Carlo's IGA. This week's specials include Australian blueberries, 125 gram, $3.50 per pack. Also on the agenda, Coca-Cola, Sprite and Mount Franklin lightly sparkling water, 10-pack variety, $10.50 each. And Powerade 600ml selected varieties, $2.25 each. And Bega Farmers Tasty Cheese Block, $13.90. Those specials and many more can be found in-store at 5 locations: Robert Street, Kalala, Walker, Corindi and Manila. Plus, online at carlosiga.com.au. Check out the current catalogue on sale now from the 29th of July till the 4th of August. Carlos IGA, that's the way.
Chandler McLeod is seeking multiple farmhands to support Baiada's expanding poultry operations in Tamworth. If you're reliable and enjoy hands-on work, this is an excellent opportunity to gain experience within a thriving industry. You must have a driver's licence and reliable transport, a strong work ethic, the ability to undertake physical work, and good communication skills. Visit when new or a lease at Chandler McLeod, Peel Street, Tamworth, or apply at chandlermcleod.com.
From Currabubula to Walker and everywhere in between. People right around the region start their day with Sharnae. Breakfast with Sharnae on TMFM 95.5.
Tamworth's own at TMFM 95.5, and probably one of the most iconic guitar riffs in music history, though there's a fair few, and some may argue that there's others that might be more iconic. But I think if you compiled a full list of some of the most iconic guitar riffs, you know, in music in the last 50 years, that one I'm sure would definitely make it into the top 10. Coming up to 8:30, we've got the latest local news on the way with John Wolfe.
The TMFM 95.5 White Night has hit the streets of Tamworth, loaded up with all the prizes and giveaways to welcome in the weekend. Tune in to Breakfast with Sharnae Fridays to find out where the White Night is located. Track it down to get a whole stack of freebies, including delicious oat-flavoured milk. Got a suggestion for where the White Night should visit next? Keep an eye on our socials. The White Night, spreading freebies far and wide on Tamworth's own TMFM 95.5.
Want to know what Year 7 at Kaz is really like? Check out music, sport, cadets, art, and just as importantly, what's for lunch? The best part, you get to experience it all for yourself. Be one of us for a day.
Experience a TAS Year 7 day. Book online at as.edu.au.
Looking for smarter ways to keep the pool sparkling and lawns looking perfect? Harvey Norman Tamworth has just received the latest and greatest robotic pool cleaners and lawnmowers. Let technology do the work while you sit back and enjoy. With interest-free options available every day, upgrading has never been easier. See the team at Harvey Norman Tamworth on the Ringers Road today and discover the future of outdoor living.
From the trusted voice of John Wolfe in our local Tamworth newsroom, this is TMFM 95.5 Local News.
Good morning, I'm John Wolfe. Tempers flared at a community information meeting on Monday night at the Loomborough Hall when residents and Lambrook Solar Farm proponents Van Energy met. There was some tension in the room even before the meeting started because residents have felt for a long time there has been a lack of engagement from Van Energy. Former Tamworth councillor Kevin Tongue said it's been 1 year since we've had an interaction with this company and we're expected to remember everything we learned back in November. Residents are concerned about water and worker accommodation and the lack of consultation, as well as the effect on their land. One resident directly affected by the solar farm said that this was only the second meeting the company had organised in 4 years. Gunnedah-based Nationals MLC Sarah Mitchell is part of an upper house inquiry looking into renewable energy zones around the state and was at the meeting on Monday. She said she thought it was clear that the community doesn't want it and she's only been there for one public meeting and she could see that and she thinks the proponents could see that too. At last night's Tamworth Regional Council ordinary meeting, councillors voted against a notice of motion by Councillor Ryan Brook that Council establish a briefings committee that would be open to councillors, council staff and residents and scheduled prior to a council meeting wherever possible. Councillors were presented with preliminary costs to heat the Katinga War Memorial Swimming Pool from April to September, and this included an estimated infrastructure/construction cost of approximately $390,000 and then an ongoing additional operational cost of approximately $123,000 annually, and they noted and received the report. Councillors authorised council staff to negotiate the terms of a new licence with the Tamworth Classic Fire Engine Club for a parcel of council-owned land adjacent to Victoria Park next to the Tamworth Community's men's shed and will allow the club to develop a facility to store and display the club's classic fire engines and associated items. Police are appealing for information after firearms and ammunition were stolen from a rural property in Kelvin, around 30 kilometres northeast of Gunnedah, at about 5:30 on Monday evening. Following reports of a break and enter, officers attached to Oxley Police District were called to the property on Kelvin Road and were told sometime between 9 a.m. on the Sunday and on the Monday unknown people had forced entry into the home and forcibly removed a firearm safe containing firearms and damaging the wall and floor. A number of rifles and ammunition was taken. The new president of the Tamworth Farmers Association, Rebecca Reardon, said that hundreds of farmers attended last week's conference in Sydney and discussed a range of matters, but has provided an update on the plans for combating the feral pig problem in Walgett.
Minister Moriarty at the conference announced a trial for a coordinated, tenure-neutral feral pig control program in Walgett. It's a really positive step and something that New South Wales farmers has been advocating for. However, subsequent media indicated the government seemed more intent on compliance than effective strategy and working with farmers. So New South Wales farmers will be having further discussions to move the focus back to coordination and cooperation with farmers who already do most of the heavy lifting and instead use compliance on public land managers and absentee landholders who at present contribute much less to pest control.
Tenterfield Shire Council has kept parts of its Audit, Risk and Improvement Committee minutes confidential and is defending its decision after questions from the community about why the matters were dealt with behind closed doors. The Audit, Risk and Improvement Committee acts as an independent advisory body providing oversight and guidance to Council on financial management, risk management, internal controls and legislative compliance. Council said the information and documents provided to the committee may contain confidential material, meaning meeting minutes relating to those items may also contain sensitive information not suitable for public release. Council said guidelines state that confidentiality is at the discretion of the Council to decide whether Audit, Risk and Improvement Committee agendas, business papers, minutes and other reports are made publicly available. And Armidale Regional Council will formally confer the keys to the city upon Mr Ron Vickers at a special public ceremony to be held on Tuesday the 11th of August, recognising a remarkable lifetime of service to the community, the nation and future generations. At 101 years of age, Mr Vickers continues to be one of the Armidale region's most respected citizens. His contributions have spanned public service, education, community development, the arts, social justice and advocacy, and have left a lasting legacy across the New England region and beyond. I'm John Wolfe and that's the regional news.
TMFM 95.5 weather for the Powerhouse Hotel Tamworth Bow Ridges. Experience the art of hospitality. Visit powerhousetamworth.com.au.
Good morning. In Corinda, it's currently 5 degrees this Wednesday, partly cloudy for today, a top of 18 degrees with the UV index in the moderate range. Morning frost again for tomorrow, a top of 17. Morning frost and partly cloudy for Friday, 18 degrees. And for Saturday, morning frost, partly cloudy and 19 degrees.
Start your day the right way. Breakfast with Sharnae on TMFM 95.5.
Good morning.
How are we?
I'm very well, thank you.
And how many weeks is it?
6.5.
And the half is important, isn't it?
Very, very important. Very important. That's right.
Now, how are you feeling 6.5 weeks out from the big night?
I'm feeling okay. Routine's finished, so that makes me feel much better. Just needs polishing now, so that's good. So, yeah.
Now, for those that may not be familiar with yourself, can you give me just a little bit of info about you and obviously how you got involved with the Stars?
Yeah. So, I'm a local, born and raised here. Lots of people would know me from the Capitol Theatre. I am the box office lady there, so through entertainment venues. So lots of people recognise my face. How I got here was I said, I could do this. And when I was there last year, and I think quite a few other people thought so too, so my name was thrown in the hat and I couldn't say no. So here we are.
Time later.
Yeah.
But has it been a fun experience so far?
It has been a fun experience. Once after the initial announce and found out what I was doing and had a moment. Once I started rehearsals, it's been really fun. TCDA are fantastic. They know what they doing. They take care of all of us and make it really fun. So it's been really good.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
And you did say to me off air that you have done a bit of dancing before.
Yes. I used to dance right up until I finished high school.
Yes.
But I have not set foot on a stage since then. I've been around lots of stages, but I have not been on stage at all. So and that's been a long time since I finished high school.
And how's it been sort of like learning all that choreography? Because not only is there your individual dance that you'll perform on the night, but there's also like a few opening numbers and
There's
a few
an
group
opening
dances.
number. There is a halftime fundraiser number that we'd like the crowd to get involved with. There is a closing number, and there is my individual routine.
Yep.
So yes, there is lots to store in in your head and just get. But with all the rehearsals, it does. So they tell me become muscle memory. We're getting there. We're getting there, yeah.
Now, can you tell us, obviously, the type of dance that you're doing? Can you let us in on that little secret?
Yeah, so I am doing a burlesque routine with a touch of sass.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, yep. There's props. It's going to be amazing.
Wonderful. Oh, that is great. Now, everyone that we've spoken to over the last few weeks, all the stars of Tamworth for 2026 are dancing for either someone they know or, obviously there's a reason for the fundraising. What is it for you?
Yeah, look, we've all been touched by cancer in some shape or form. You're flat out finding someone who hasn't. One of my very dear friends died a couple of years ago here in town from cancer. But the most significant thing this time is one of my closest family relatives found out his dear friend has cancer. Found that out just after this was all announced.
Wow.
So it kind of feels like this is for her. Yeah. So... Yes, but we've all been touched in some way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And that's what it's all about, raising as much money for, one day, cancer-free future.
Let's hope.
Yes.
That's all we really want, isn't it?
Now, speaking of raising money, I know you had a successful movie event at the Forum Cinemas. How did that go?
Yeah, it was really good. We did Moana, so lots of mums and daughters came to support that. Really nice family outing, and that was what got me over the line for my fundraising total, so that was really nice.
Now, you said to me off air that now sort of all your fundraising's done and dusted, but you're supporting the other stars.
Yeah, everyone. I walked with Dan last week for 21Ks of his 100, so just a little bit for there, and going to other events where I can. Yeah.
Has it been nice sort of camaraderie within the group? dancing group?
Yeah, it has, because I actually only knew one or two people in the group. So, now we're spending time with others, spending a lot of time in rehearsals. I've spent a lot of time with Dan. So it's been really good to make new friends, I guess, because we're all there for the same reason.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to seeing all the stars take to the stage come Saturday, the 12th of September. So 6.5 weeks away. The costumes sorted, the choreography is just being perfected.
Yep.
What do you think? How do you think you're going to feel just before taking to the stage, Kirsty?
Oh, look, I think I will be feeling rather ill, very ill. But thankfully, I'm early on, so that's good. I get that over and done with, and then I can sit back and watch everybody else.
I think you'll do fantastic. I'm looking forward to that. And you said behind you've got obviously with entertainment venues, you're probably going to know the sound and lighting guys.
Oh yeah,
there.
I'm all over it. Yeah. And my lights will look fantastic.
Competitive edge.
That's right. You've got to know all the right people, and I certainly do.
If anyone would like to still support, obviously, your fundraising, though you don't have any fundraising events coming up, but they can still donate to you.
Absolutely, you can. Yep, through the Stars of Tamworth page, you can find me and donate to me personally. That'll be really good.
Well, thank you for popping in, and all the very best. We'll see you there on the big night.
You certainly will.
And I'm looking forward to seeing this burlesque routine. I think it's going to be great.
It will be.
And the Stars of Tamworth, you can still grab tickets for that event. Make sure you go to the Stars of Tamworth website. The links are on our socials as well, and you can support the fundraising efforts of all 11 stars taking up the Dance for Cancer Challenge in 2026.